True believers and newcomers alike, it's time for Sports Tour on Enterprise Television, your premier destination for sports news and analysis, bringing you a unique scoop on the biggest sports stories. I'm Joshua Okoli and welcome to the ultimate sports experience. In the Premier League, Man City looks to bounce back against Spurs as Ruben Amorim makes his debut. In tennis, Jannik Sinner inspires Italy to Davis Cup semi-finals. In Formula 1, Lewis Hamilton fastest as Max Verstappen struggles in Las Vegas. And in basketball, Franz Wagner's late tree sees Orlando Magic end the Los Angeles Lakers run. Let's take a brief pause on the program. We'll be back with more action-packed sports coverage after this break. Welcome back to Sports Tour on Enterprise Television, and there are a number of interesting matchups to look out for across match day 12 in the Premier League, and it will be easy to overlook a few things as Man City take on their bogey team Tottenham Hotspur. City have lost 4 matches on the bounce. Yes, the great Manchester City side managed by the great Pep Guardiola, who has renewed his contract, newly committed to the club, are winless since they eked out a 1-0 victory over Southampton at the end of October. And since then, City, the reigning champions, have lost to Bournemouth and Brighton in the Premier League, the Tottenham Hotspur that they'll be facing this weekend in the Carabao Cup, and Sporting Lisbon in the Champions League. The aggregate scoreline across these games is 10 goals conceded against Manchester City and 4 scored by City. And City now will look to bounce back against Ange Postecoglou's men. Elsewhere in the Premier League, Liverpool have won 15 of their 17 matches across all competitions this season. Arsenal and Nottingham Forest are the only 2 sides to have taken points of the league's leaders. Mikel Arteta's men played out a 2-2 draw with the Reds at the Emirates, while Nottingham Forest picked up a surprise win at Anfield in September. The 2019-2020 Premier League champions weren't title favourites ahead of the season, but their ruthlessness this term has given them a 5-point advantage at the summit. And it isn't necessarily theirs to lose at this point, as you cannot win the title in November, but expectations are being altered now and pressure is mounting. They will be under such pressure to win this weekend when they travel to the south coast of England to take on Southampton. Russell Martin's men are currently bottom of the Premier League table with 4 points from their opening 11 games. Southampton have the worst attack in the English top flight, having scored just 7 goals, with only Brentford, Ipswich Town and Wolves have conceded more goals than the Saints. And in another huge Premier League story ahead of this match day, Portuguese coach Ruben Amorim takes charge of his first game for Man United against Ipswich in the Premier League on Sunday. Amorim is the 6th person to fill the role vacated by Sir Alex Ferguson 11 years ago, and although he's the first to do so under the title of head coach, the hope is that the new structure around him will give him a better chance of success than his predecessors. In other games in the Premier League, Leicester will host Chelsea, Bournemouth to take on Brighton, Arsenal will square up against Nottingham Forest, and of course, the 3 big games that I mentioned is going to be Manchester City against Tottenham Hotspur. Liverpool would be facing Southampton, traveling away from home to face Southampton. United will be going to face Ipswich. Fulham will also take on Aston Villa. Newcastle will trade tackles with West Ham in the Premier League. In tennis, Italian world number 1 Jannik Sinner inspired reigning champions Italy to a comeback victory over Argentina, which set up a Davis Cup semi-final against Australia. The world number 1 kept Italy in contention after Lorenzo Mussetti's loss to Francesco Cerundolo with a commanding straight-set win over Sebastian Baez, and the 23-year-old Sinner then partnered Matteo Berrettini to a 6-4, 7-5 victory against Andreas Molteni and Maximo Gonzalez in the deciding doubles match to complete the turnaround in Malaga. And in a repeat of last year's title decider, Italy faced Australia for a place in Sunday's final after they beat the United States 2-1 earlier on Thursday. Italy are seeking to become only the sixth nation to retain the Davis Cup since the final stage was introduced 52 years ago, and the first since Czech Republic did so in 2013. In another game, Germany beat Canada on Wednesday to confirm a semi-final ticket against the Netherlands on Friday, who knocked out Spain and Rafael Nadal in what turned out to be the final tournament and the final match of the great Rafael Nadal's career. Let's leave tennis and go across the Atlantic Ocean to Las Vegas in USA, where championship leader in Formula 1 Max Verstappen struggled on the first day of practice at the Las Vegas Grand Prix, ending it down in 17th place in his Red Bull. McLaren's Lando Norris, who has a slim chance of winning the championship, fared better, and he ended up second fastest behind Mercedes driver and seven-time Formula 1 world champion Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton topped both sessions, first from teammate George Russell and then from Lando Norris. Verstappen, who can clinch his fourth driver's title in a row this weekend, ended up 2 seconds off the pace after a difficult day in the office. The Dutchman will win the title as long as he does not lose more than 2 points to Norris in the race on Saturday. Verstappen did not complete a lap on the fastest soft tires, but nevertheless acknowledged that Red Bull had not had a successful day. And lastly, in basketball, let's say that Franz Wagner scored a three-pointer with 3 seconds left to secure a dramatic 119-118 win for the Orlando Magic and end the Los Angeles Lakers' unbeaten home record this season. The 23-year-old German top scored with 37 points, 11 assists, and was close to getting a triple-double, but he got 6 rebounds as the Magic took advantage of some wayward Lakers shooting in the fourth quarter. The home side were on the brink of an 8th successive home victory when they opened up a 118-114 lead with 20 seconds left to go in that encounter. Wagner narrowed the gap to 118-116 before Lakers forward Anthony Davis missed 2 free throws when he had the chance to put the game beyond reach. The Magic took full advantage with Wagner's 26-foot shot, sealing a 7th win in 8 games for the Orlando team, and it means that Orlando improved to 10-7 and stay 4th in the Eastern Conference. The Lakers are also 4th in the West after slipping to 10 wins and 5 losses. And elsewhere in the NBA, Brandon Miller scored a career-high 38 points as the Charlotte Hornets recovered from losing a 20-point lead to beat the Detroit Pistons 123-121 in overtime. Detroit trailed 89-69 in the third quarter, but fought back to level it at 107-107 with 1 minute 33 seconds remaining in that game. But Trey Mann's layup with 3 minutes and 3 seconds left in overtime gave the Hornets a lead they never relinquished and sealed just a second win in 6 games in the NBA. RJ Barrett scored 31 points, including 12 in the fourth quarter as the Toronto Raptors beat the Minnesota Timberwolves 110-105. 5 points a game. Close one out there in Toronto. Harrison Barnes had 25 points and 10 rebounds as the San Antonio Spurs beat the Utah Jazz 126-128 out there in San Antonio, Texas. Well, that's how much we can take on Sports Store for today. Endeavor to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Enterprise TV 7 on YouTube. Click the notification bell to get alerts on our new YouTube videos. Follow us on all our social media platforms. We are Enterprise TV 7 on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. Like, share, and engage with our content. And also visit our website, www.enterprisetvnews.com, where we give you all the hot stories on the go, the live updates, the exclusives, and the news you can use. Moreover, if you want to partner with us on Enterprise Television, you want to place your product on our platform, and for all sponsorship, commercial, and advertising inquiries, kindly send a mail to enterprisetv7@gmail.com, or you may send a DM to our aforementioned social media handles at Enterprise TV 7. And before we go, let's leave you with this quote from Arthur Ashe, American tennis pioneer. He said, and I quote, "I have tried to keep on with my striving because this is the only hope I have of ever achieving anything worthwhile and lasting." End quote. I'm Joshua Okoli, and I want to thank you for the privilege of your time. Until we meet again on Sports Store, it's goodbye and hasta luego.
Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.